Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Today is a Sunday, the 3rd of the beautiful year 2026, and we're back for the semi-final action of our main event, the 2026 PAL-DAS Cup. Today, we are going to play the third session of the semi-final match between Blue SCUTI, representing the United States of America, and SHUICHI, representing Germany. As you can see, the players are perfectly tied after session number 1 and session number 2, 8 games each. Today, we play another 8 games of Tetris before going into the final session of this match. Will we have a 12 to 12 tie, or will one of the players be able to build a lead? We are about to find out in about maybe an hour or so. And yeah, I hope the players are ready. I hope you viewers are ready. I see quite some people already in the chat. Brit QK, Blue Scooty Grandpa, Shuichi, Shvidr, Nitzrek, Ivan, and TPO. I'm not sure if I pronounce it correctly. Riding with a party of 2. So hello guys, welcome. Yeah, we are about to play the third out of 4 sessions of this semi-final match. So maybe let me remind you about the rules. What are we going to expect? And the rules are, as you can see on your screen, level 8 new starts only, no line cap, SPS controller and handcam are mandatory, and reroll seat every game. In the semifinals, we play best of 33 in 4 sessions. Best of 33 means that in order to win the match, the player needs to win 17 games, and we play 8 games in the first 3 sessions, so session 1, 2, and 3. So considering we have a 8 to 8 tie, it's not possible to determine the winner today. So everything will be decided in session 4. I hope there will be a close score between these two players, and we will have a lot of emotions going in the final session. Yeah, in the other match of the semis between Tugi and Hana, the situation is not that close. After first 2 sessions, the Austrian player has a massive lead, 13 to 3, and potentially can end the match in the 3rd session of this semi-final number 2. And where is it happening? The match between Tugi and Hana is happening on Wednesday at 18 UTC. This is session number 3, and yeah, we'll see. It will be the final session, or if Hana will be able to win enough games to force the decisive session number 4. Yeah, as far as Blue Scooty and Shuichi are concerned, I offered the players a few days ago an option to play the match on Saturday, May the 9th, but only Shuichi answered, so yeah. I hope SCUTI can do the same day. So if yes, then yeah, the final session of today's match will be played on Saturday, May the 9th. Okay, so in case you forgot how good the players are, here are their profiles. Quite close in terms of ELO rating, only 8 points difference. So before the match started, SCUTI was like 51 to 49% favorite according to ELO odds. Comp PB, both players achieved in this tournament 813 for 813k for SCUTI, 710k for Shuichi. SCUTI needed to beat Mihu, Merck, and Le in order to reach semifinals. Shuichi needed to win against Scamper, James, and Cobra. Here you can see the match stats from the first 3 matches for the players. They were quite close in terms of losing scores and losing lines. Of course, the top scores are the current comp PBs for the players. And here are the match stats after the first 2 sessions. As you can see, SCUTI is continuing with this great performance, very consistent play. SHUICHI had some ups and downs, quite a few early top outs that ruined the average and median for the German player, but both players pretty close in terms of highest score, 657 so far for SCUTI, 660 for SHUICHI, and both players had some deep games. The longest game for SCUTI, 217 lines in game number 16, which was the last game of the second session, and SHUICHI 242 lines. This was achieved in game number 1, so the very first game of the match. 8 games of Tetris today, so we can have a 12-12 tie, up to 16-8 lead for one of the players, and all score in betweens. I hope as closer to 12-12 will be, yeah, the better it will be for the final session, but of course the players might have other plans and they would like to build some advantage, have some cushion, and maybe enjoy this lead going into session number 4. Okay guys, so you pronounce it perfectly, TPO. Okay, that's great, the schedule time is on our clocks, so let me check if the players are alive, and I will bring the players to the screen in a second. Okay, so SHUICHI is alive. I can't see SCUTI, so give me a second. Yeah, I can't see the American player, unfortunately. So you know, guys, the procedure is 15 minutes tolerance for the player to show up. So unfortunately, I need to start the infamous timer. And this, we are almost 3 minutes past 8 in Poland, so 6 p.m. 18 UTC. SCUTI has around 12 minutes to show up for this session. I hope he will be there. I saw that SCUTI Grandpa is here in the chat, so maybe if you have and Omar Red Star, so if you have got some other way to contact your grandchild, would be cool. The only way I have is Discord. So maybe if you can check what's going on, I would be very happy, and of course our viewers and SHUICHI as well. In terms of player not showing up within the given 15 minutes of the scheduled time, we have two options. It's either how to say it, reschedule if the player gives a valid reason. Falling asleep or forgetting about the match or going to the cinema instead of playing is not a valid reason, to be frank. So there is the one option, and option 2, if the player doesn't have a valid reason, the all scheduled game for the session are then given to the opponent. And of course, if the match result is not decided, of course the player can come back and try to play in in the remaining sessions of the match. So yeah, we'll see what happens in this case. And yeah, what's my favorite food? Oh, that's a good question. I like to eat a lot, so choosing only one food, one type of food is too big of a deal. So yeah, I can't like answer in few seconds. But I like different foods. Of course I'm a person who eats meat, but sometimes I have days when I like do some vegetarian stuff as well. So yeah, I don't know, depending on my mood. But yeah, different type of foods. There are like 3 things that I don't eat. He will be on in couple minutes. Okay, thank you, Grandpa. Thank you for that info. So, yeah, I don't eat 3 things. The first thing is pineapple. I can't handle pineapple. And Andy's SDA is raiding with a party of 26. Hello and welcome to the stream. Yeah, the other thing, I don't know the proper name in English. Yeah, the direct translation from Polish would be like feta cheese. This is like a white, salty, crumbly cheese. I'm not sure what the proper name in English, if there is any. And the third thing are olives. So yeah, if you wanna invite me to eat something, no olives, no feta cheese, no pineapple, and then I'm good to eat with you. Yeah, it doesn't matter for me if you are a vegan or a meat eater or vegetarian. I can eat everything as long those 3 mentioned things are not included. Hello, Hannah. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. I hope you trained less for your 3rd session against Tugi that is happening on Wednesday. Okay, it looks like Blue SCUTI slowly but surely is setting up his stream. So yeah, we'll have our American player within the given time frame. So this is a good thing. If you wanna check how SCUTI is preparing for the match with his stream, you can take a look. Hello SCUTI, welcome. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well and you're ready for your 3rd session against SHUICHI. Yeah, I apologize. You are within the given time frame of 15 minutes, so no need to worry. Okay, so yeah, SHUICHI, you have like 3 more minutes as SCUTI is typing in the chat to warm up and so on. So yeah, few more minutes and we'll be able to start the 3rd session of this match, which was, as you saw, a pretty close encounter in the first 2 sessions of this action. And yeah, today we will have another game, 8 games of Tetris, and the players will try to give their best. Hello Hepta, welcome in the chat as well. So SHUICHI is training on this transition trainer with those level 18 starts. Sometimes I play this mode as well, so yeah, I would like, so I'm like, can imitate, you know, preparing the stack, going into transition with those 10 lines of level 18. By the way, I just came home like literally like 2 hours before this match happened. I was on a short holiday, so I was totally out of what's happening in Tetris. I know there was a tournament in France. Anyone able to give me an info who won the France tournament? Anyone watched it? And SHUICHI this time a better board. One SHUICHI with a Tetris setup. Oh, block the well. But yeah, it could have been a pretty nice thing on SHUICHI's end. I saw that this was an announcement, but as I said, I was totally out of things. I was like enjoying my time out of the digital world, so to speak. So I saw that there is an announcement, but it was kind of quite long, and I was like not fully motivated to read it. But we'll do it after the session for sure. I also saw that on this Padlas server there were some discussion and so on. Yeah, so I will try to read it after. And yeah, I'm really curious what is the situation with this Padlas project. Yeah, I had a weird impression that it should have been like done before. So my impression is if I'm wrong, then please guys correct me. But I kind of speak about my impression, how it felt for me that yeah, it should have been like announced or published or something. I don't know how to say it, or released like some time ago, and that they had like a little bit of a I don't know delay or something. But they were doing something to to give it on a larger scale, so to speak. So those controls will be more accessible. I think yeah, this might benefit the Tetris community in in general. Okay, so we have our heroes on the screen. Both SHUICHI and SCUTI warming up on the 19. So yeah, while they're warming up, I'll give them the seed for game number 17, which will be 07 EF E9. 07 EF E9. Yeah, so dear players, feel free to prepare for the game, and yeah, I will take a minute to grab something to drink, and then we will be able to start this session of today. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, dear players, feel free to prepare your seats, and we'll be able to start the third session. Hepta says it has taken a long time, but it seems there has been such progress that in the future you could just order them online without needing batch orders or such. Okay, I hope this will be the case. Yeah, actually, you know, there are more and more Tetris players, so buying like, you know, the original NES controller in a good shape is quite impossible. So yeah, this having it as an alternative should be a great option. Yeah, good luck, have fun, part 3. Good luck, have fun from me as well. 8 games today between SCUTI and SHUICHI, and Schalkmonado007 also in the chat. The players are ready. Game number 17 starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. 07EFE9. 07EFE9. Yeah. So we're good for the first game of today. And yeah, let's see if the session will be tight and we'll have a 12-12 score going into the final session 4, or will we have one of the players running away and building a lead. Yeah, this is the first game for today. And hello, Jadavan, welcome in the chat as well. Yeah, so Schalk Monado, you haven't missed anything today. This is the first game. Yeah, so no shame today. 93 for SCUTI after 19 lines, 116 for SHUICHI after 23. Okay, and SCUTI, okay. This looks, yeah, like a good solve to this board. And another Tetris for SCUTI, 141 after 30 lines, SHUICHI 163 after 32. Both players with nice and clean boards, like you know, textbook stacks. Oh, nice, nice staircase for SHUICHI for a moment. Yeah, and the players are having also a pretty decent pace as for the first game of today. Oh, nice spin of the Z piece for SCUTI to save this board. 260 for the American player, 281 for the German competitor. Yes, Paceman is pacing as always. That's true. And SCUTI is trying to keep up the pace, but currently is about 1 Tetris behind. Oh, but SCUTI, oh, that was a nice solve to this situation. Of course, it requires a few more burns, but it's quite an efficient solution for a blue SCUTI. 359 for SCUTI, 383 for SHUICHI, 82 lines. So still some runway on 18. Did you know that you can rotate with A and B buttons on consecutive frames for SZ bar spins to have a better chance of hitting the spins? No, I was not aware of it. It works on PAL 19 Plus and NTSC 29 Plus. Okay. we need to try it. 100 lines surpassed by the players. SCUTI now in a central business with 419, 502 now, 552, 525. Sorry, for SHUICHI. Oh, and SHUICHI now. Okay, this doesn't have to be that bad. We're approaching transition, and yeah, SHUICHI was able to solve this board. 495 for SCUTI, 552 for SHUICHI, and we are approaching transition very, very soon. So players, as always, be aware of your line count, be aware of your board state. The ultimate pulse speed is coming. Oh, SCUTI with a nice T-spin. I would like to see a long bar, and there is no long bar for SCUTI. SHUICHI transition with 570. SCUTI will transition with this long bar, but hangs the long bar and unfortunately loses the game, as SCUTI topped out with a score I haven't seen, so I will need to check it. But definitely 502,740 says SCUTI. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, so I know that it was 128 lines. I was able to catch that. Yeah, so definitely a very good game for SHUICHI to start the session. Yeah, SCUTI, unfortunately, long bar hang going into level 19. So it was still on level 18, but yeah, so like a game-killing move. So we'll see how the next game will look like, but now we are enjoying SHUICHI's level 19 Malen of this game number 17. It's already over 600k. 1, 2, 3, 4, 600k in this 600k in this match so far for SHUICHI. So this is another one, 614,852 with 177 lines. GG's. So yeah, game number 1 of today, game number 17 of this match goes to SHUICHI, and here is your seat for game number 18, which will be B3 16 CB, B3 16 CB. Yeah, 502,740. Yeah, confirmed. So yeah, we are good to start the game, and the players are ready. So 3, 2, 1, Tetris. B3 16 CB, B3 16 CB, and we are good for game number 18. Okay, so this time SHUICHI starts with a few burns. Shouldn't be anything dramatic, but of course it gives the opportunity for SCUTI to build an early lead here. Doesn't have to be a big lead around Tetris, but a lead is a lead. Oh, but now this L misdrop for a SHUICHI. Okay, but those good schemes with L and J. It looks like the German player knows what he's doing here, surviving the situation. I would like to see a long bar now to get a Tetris, and gets it 84 for SHUICHI, and we have 142 for SCUTI, so SCUTI 3 Tetrises ahead at this stage of game number 18. And a nice Tetris for SHUICHI to transfer the well. SCUTI also continuing with the efficient play. And is now enjoying still about 60k lead at the same line counts around 3 Tetrises. Oh, hello Dobry, welcome in the chat. Yeah, who won the France tournament? I was not able to follow it, so if you can give me the information, would be really appreciate it. I just came back home like 2 hours before this session started, so yeah, totally not up to date as far, as those Tetris results are concerned. 292 for SCUTI, 192 for SHUICHI, so SCUTI is 100,000 points ahead in this game. Yeah, so this early dig costed SHUICHI a lot of pace. Of course, not only this dig, but yeah, then the dig prolonged for a while. So yeah, but SCUTI is having another clean game here. And this time the American competitor is trying to outpace the paceman. Oh, but now SCUTI needs to be careful. Okay, this is good, this is good, this is good, all good. And oh, okay. Okay, this is too high for SCUTI, and SCUTI can't do anything more. SCUTI tops out at 323, but it's not done. SHUICHI is also high. SHUICHI needs to get to 324. 324 is needed for SHUICHI to win this game. Okay, SHUICHI is now clean, so this should help. It's 324, it's the target. Yeah, definitely the seat wasn't that friendly as in the previous game, but it looks like, yeah, SHUICHI is able to survive it. Less than a Tetris, and with this Tetris, SHUICHI completes the chase down and wins the first 2 games of today and is now 10-8 ahead. $119 lines with 320.52, 652 is the score. Quick toilet. Okay, so when you're back from toilet, I'll give you the seed for game number 19. What do you mean fans on Dobry lol? Ask SHUICHI. Okay, so it looks like SHUICHI is back. So here is your seed for game number 19. 5C4099. 5C4099 is the seed for game number 19. And the players are ready, so the game starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. C4099, yeah. Seats are correct, so we are good in game number 3 of today, game number 19 of the entire semi-final match. The best of 33 means the first to win 17 games advances to the final of this event. Well, SCUTI needs to be careful, but he got a long bar in time. Oh, it looks like SCUTI is kind of in trouble. Maybe not that much. Maybe I'm exaggerating. Okay, some good pieces. Oh, those two smash boys, but yeah, they weren't that bad at all. And slowly but surely, SCUTI is able to bring the board down. And yeah, he's back in business, and he's like 40k behind, so around 2 Tetrises. It costed a little bit, but not that much at the end of the day, so yeah, we will see. We will see how it all develops in the later phase of this game. As for now, both players with some clean boards, and now they can go for some efficiency. $131 for SCUTI, $190 for SHUICHI, both players now with almost simultaneous. Oh, and SHUICHI was kind of creating a, maybe not that high, but kind of a finished tower thing. $202 for SCUTI, $263 for SHUICHI. Yes, this is kind of a 600k transition pace for SHUICHI right now. Oh, but this will be a little bit of a slowdown, so let's see how long will it take for the German player to regain control over the board. Yeah, there will be some additional burns, but it looks like SHUICHI is good. And it gave an opportunity for SCUTI to catch up. 363 against 362. So neck and neck situation. This slowdown of SHUICHI makes this game as close as it can get. But now SCUTI needed to to skim some lines, so this allowed SHUICHI to regain a little bit of a lead. And so let's see what will be the scores after 100 lines for each of the player. Then we'll know, the match situation. Well, SCUTI keeps burning here. Okay, long bar flat, this was nice. Oh, okay, goes for this for this roof setup. SCUTI is trying to bring some magic in order to survive it, but those pieces are not cooperating with SCUTI at all, and I'm afraid, yeah, this is a top out. This is a top out. What was the score? 387. 700 or 385 700 I can see on your scoreboard. 385. And 494 391 is the score for Shuichi, who is now 3 games ahead. 3 games played today and all won by Shuichi. And here is your seed for game number 20, the 4th game of today, 91 AD 22. 91 AD 22 is your seed for game number 20. And the players are ready. So the game starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And we start with 2 Z pieces followed by a T and a Smash Boy. And we are good in game number 20, and as the players are building their stacks for their Tetrises, I would like to remind you that we have a Maturino prize pool in this tournament. We are currently at 533 US dollars, which means yeah, if you want to make this prize pool bigger, feel free to click on the link in the chat. Of course, every donation is fully appreciated from your end. So yeah, feel free to help if you have some money you would like to spend on Tetris. 53 for starters for SCUTI, 70,000 for Shuichi. And 123, well, no, 124 for both players for a moment. But considering the line count, SCUTI is the one ahead. Oh, nice S to the left. Tetris for SCUTI, and for Shuichi 194 for both players, but SCUTI 3 lines behind on our screens. And both players with some clean stacking in the recent lines, so not much to comment on. And SCUTI didn't go for this Tetris with the long bar. Now he's forced to stay high. Okay, but should be fine in a second or two. Okay, reopens the well, and I was forced to close the well for another moment. Okay, now finally open, and the long bar comes 330 for SCUTI after 86, 385 for Shuichi after 88. So around 50k lead for the German competitor right now. $379 SCUTI, 457 Shuichi after 100 lines. So Shuichi with another decent pace on 18 going. Yeah, I wanted to say something similar to you today, Ivan, that yeah, the paceman is punish you for every little dig. Yeah, this was nicely formulated by yourself. For 412 for SCUTI, 482 for Shuichi. Oh, okay. Shuichi, yeah, a little bit high in the middle of the board, but got a long bar to bring the board down. And we have 535 for Shuichi, 481 for SCUTI. So it looks like SCUTI is around 50k behind, and we're approaching that transition in a line or two, depending on what board we are looking at. And SCUTI 506, the transition score, and finally a nice clean board going into 19 for the American players. Shuichi also with a very nice board, 582. So 70k is the advantage for Shuichi right now. And SCUTI didn't get the long bar to the left. Now we'll need to bring some magic in order to survive it, but SCUTI can survive it and tops out at 516, which means Shuichi takes another game with a score of 588 to 5-1. 4 games played today, all of them won by Shuichi. Shuichi, who is guaranteed at least a tie going into the final session of the match. And now, yeah, it's getting a little bit difficult for SCUTI. Shuichi chose violence today. And here is your seed for game number 21. This will be 97A0D7, 97A0D7. Yeah, so pretty difficult moment in the match for SCUTI it is. Always choose violence. This is not an option, says okay. Yeah, so very important moment for SCUTI. 4 games behind, 4 games to be played today. So theoretically, a tie is still possible, but of course you can take only 1 game at a time. And the players are ready. Game number 21 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. 97A0D7. And we are good. We saw in the past that SCUTI had some sessions in matches that the first half didn't go well, and then he was able to, to play a very nice second half of the session and to, minimize the damage. Will it be the case today, or is the paceman too violent, if I'm allowed to say it? Yeah, we're about to find out. And now Shuichi puts himself in a dig. And this is a pretty difficult situation. Oh, this is looking very, 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 very tricky. Can Shuichi bring some magic in order to survive it? An L? Okay. Okay, it's still not over. Okay. Sorry that I'm not finding proper words to commentate this, but I don't know what to say. Okay, Shuichi gets the piece to the left. Oh, nice decision with this L piece. It looks like Shuichi is about to open the well, and Shuichi survives the early scare in this game. Of course, this puts him a lot of points behind, currently about 80k. But what a survival it was, guys. What a survival by Shuichi, of course. Yeah, it was kind of kind of impressive, I have to say. Of course, SCUTI is ahead in this game, so this is good news for the American player. But SHUICHI now with a clean board. And let's see what the paceman can do in the second half of 18 of this game. Yeah, that survival was very, very impressive. I think most of us here in the chat, yeah, would have been dead playing this board. So 74 lines, 297 for SCUTI, 157 for SHUICHI, so 140,000 points is the lead for SCUTI. Yeah, so maybe it's the first game which will go to SCUTI in this session. Of course, long way to go, so both players need to stay focused and composed. But as for now, the advantage looks promising for SCUTI. SCUTI needs to fix the left side of his board and is doing so. And a nice clean play by the American player. SHUICHI also needs to scheme some additional lines. For 64, SCUTI 285 for SHUICHI. So, yeah, kind of a tough game. First tougher game for SHUICHI in this session. Yeah, so this is the perfect opportunity for a SCUTI to win the first game today. 139, 505 against 292. Yeah, so SHUICHI will need a miracle on 19 to win it. And of course, if SCUTI can have a nice long game post transition, yeah, this might be impossible for SHUICHI to survive. But yeah, let's see what it will be. 362 transition for SHUICHI, 580 for SCUTI, who is now waiting for a long bar in order to survive the board, but this is, yeah, gets the long bar but sacrificed the board too much. 606 is the top out, and this is a long way to go. 607 is your target, SHUICHI. 607. Can SHUICHI bring some magic and complete this chase down? Or is it too much to ask for? Of course, 606, 860 was a great game by SCUTI. Okay, it looks like we have a lot of believers in the chat. Yeah, but still over 200k to go. And I wonder how patiently SHUICHI will play here. I'm afraid that sooner or later he will need to go for some Tetrises, because lining out 200,000 points might be exhausting. But of course, it's SHUICHI's decision how he approaches it. Level 24 for 14. Okay, some complications are coming. The right side, get the piece to the right. Now the left side, oh, and this will be a GG. And finally, SCUTI wins a game today for 36 to 7-1 is the top out score. SCUTI takes the first game off today, and it's now 9 to 12 GG's. 3 more games to go today, guys. Here is your seed for game number 22, which will be 5-2 07FF 5207FF. Hello, Drunky Kong. No, he did not get it. And the players are ready. Game number 22 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Five 5207FF, yeah. Yeah, maybe SHUICHI didn't win the previous game, but the survival on 18. Yeah, I think I'm not exaggerating. It was a world-class survival. And this at least gave SHUICHI a chance. Of course, it was a tough situation. Chasing down 200k on 19 is not what you do every day. But you know, Merck has done it in the past, so why not other players? Merck showed that those kind of chase downs are possible. So I think it's only a matter of time when players of SHUICHI or SCUTI's caliber will deliver similar things. And don't forget, SCUTI is the player who eliminated Merck from the tournament. It was quite a shaky match for both players, but SCUTI was the one who was able to handle the pressure of the decider better, and this allowed the American player, the spot first in the quarterfinals, and now after beating can face SHUICHI, who is having a very strong tournament, and it's a pretty challenging opponent for Blue SCUTI. Yeah, we know that when SHUICHI is playing his A game, it's pretty difficult to beat. So yeah. And it looks like today is one of those days when SHUICHI can show us his potential. Oh, and SCUTI gets too many S's. Okay, but gets a long bar. Finally. Okay, this will cost some lines of pace, but SCUTI is still ahead. So this might be not that bad for the American player. Now opens the well. Of course, it's not. Yeah, this is Tetris ready. Sorry, I misread the board. But now SCUTI needs to open. The T piece is a nice piece to open. Gets a long bar for a Tetris. 354 for SCUTI. 313 for SHUICHI. So SCUTI still 2 Tetrises ahead. Yeah, it was not that terrible, the situation SCUTI was in. Still enjoying a lead in this game. And now with a pretty clean board. Tetris ready. Oh, but was forced to close the well. Gets another long bar in quick succession. 382 for SCUTI, 341 for SHUICHI. And let's see how the remainder 40 lines of 18 of this game will be for the players. SCUTI 2 long bars in a row and was able to convert them both into Tetrises. SHUICHI wasn't able to convert those long bars into Tetrises, So now SCUTI is trying to run away with the score. Yeah, it looks like the sequence, the RNG, favors SHUICHI more. Sorry, once again, SCUTI more. So SCUTI's maybe playing style more. I'm not sure how to put it in words properly. You know, the pieces are one factor, but yeah, the way the players approaching them is the other factor. So sometimes you can see a situation where one player plays like almost a perfect game with a given sequence and the other one is struggling, despite getting the same pieces. Yeah, at least you know, they both get the same sheet, as we say sometimes. 592 for a SCUTI, so SCUTI is on a back-to-back 600k, and once again was able to build a massive lead going into transition. And transitions with 595, but close the well. Oh, and this is looking kind of difficult for a SCUTI. SCUTI went too optimistic with the board into transition. 597, and SHUICHI's board is very high. 598 is the target score, but SHUICHI won't be able to survive it, and SCUTI wins another game, second game in a row, and it's 10 to 12. It's 10 to 12, so SCUTI 2 strong games on 18. That was more than enough to win those 2 games. 2 more games to go. If SCUTI can win at least one of them, the situation for session 4 will be pretty interesting. But maybe SCUTI can win the remaining 2 games and we'll start the 4th session with a tie. Let's find out. 33 8B3D, 33 8B3D is the seed for game number 23. This is the penultimate game of today's session. And the players are ready. Game number 23 starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Three, 3, 8, B, 3, D. Yeah, we are good. Penultimate game for today. And yeah, let's see if the pattern continues. That SCUTI needs those 3 or 4 games to find a rhythm in the match. Imagine for SCUTI playing in like best of 5 matches on PAL, he would probably lose all of them, because he needs those 4 games to like warm up. So maybe those longer formats suit him better. 70,000 for SCUTI, 71 for SHUICHI, so pretty similar starts. When both players getting higher and higher, and SHUICHI with a closed well, and SHUICHI will need to bring his magic, but SHUICHI won't be able. SHUICHI tops out at 79,430 points. That means SCUTI wins another game, and now it's 11 to 12, and only 1 game remaining today. And after winning 4 games in a row for SHUICHI, can we have 4 wins in a row for SCUTI? We're about to find out very soon. And here is your seed for the last game of today, which will be B0 ED D0 B0 ED D0. Yeah, so no matter what happens, There will be still a lot to play in the fourth and the final session of this match. It will be either 12-12 or 13-11 for a SHUICHI. So everything will be open, of course. From SCUTI's perspective, it will be perfect to win this game. Will he be able to win it? Let's find out. The final game of today starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. B0, ED, D0. Yeah, the seats are good, the seats are correct. For SCUTI, 68, and SCUTI improves as well. So yeah, the same like pace for both players in this opening lines of game number 24. Went SHUICHI once again with some holes. Okay, but now he's slow enough, so this shouldn't be that problematic. SCUTI with a nice and clean stack. Of course, SCUTI will need to skim few lines if the long bar doesn't show up, and yeah, he did exactly what I said. 145 for SCUTI, 148 for SHUICHI. SHUICHI, despite having this weird board, was at the same score. Yeah, Jedi Ivan, I think I have like a similar point of view. I think this match might end in a decider. Yeah, 33 games is not enough to, you know, separate those players from each other. But yeah, it's we haven't finished this session, so let's see what will be the final result after today's play. Okay, SCUTI now needs to get some pieces, and SHUICHI as well. Both players struggling at the same time, so the sequence affected both players. SCUTI opens the well, SHUICHI brings the board down. SCUTI is trying to run away with the score. It's about 120k lead right now. Oh, and SHUICHI hangs the bar. SHUICHI is going greedy, and this is playing against him right now. The left side is kind of inaccessible. Needed to go for this else, and SHUICHI tops out. 181,652, 181,652. So SCUTI, you are good for this game. Of course, if you want, you can play this out. But SCUTI doesn't want 362,520. So 24 games of Tetris tells us nothing, as the players are perfectly tied. And yeah, the final 9 games will decide who advances to the final. And yeah, who will it be? Difficult to say. A weird scenario for today. 4 games in a row, 1 for SHUICHI, 4 games, 1 in a row for SCUTI. And here are your match stats. And SCUTI, if you can please answer to the proposed date and time of the fourth session. If you can check the Discord, then we can maybe confirm the fourth session. And good night. Thanks for the thanks, and it's Rek. Thank you for coming by here. Yeah, so as you can see, SCUTI continues with those great stats in the losing scores. Yeah, SCUTI needed 4 warm-up games. Shuichi got tired after 4 games. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe you're right. Yeah, so Shuichi definitely improved his average in the games he lost. Yeah, one of the games was 195 lines to 400 Ks, of course. Some early top-outs, but yeah, it still improved the average. So yeah, guys, so we have yeah, so SCUTI confirmed. So guys, let me show it also on your screens because we have a time and a date of the final session of this match confirmed. It will happen on Saturday, May the 9th, so in 6 days at 18:30 UTC. Then we will know who advances to the final of this event. So yeah, Tugi against Hana, session 3. Will it be the last session? We are about to find out on Wednesday at 18 UTC, and the final and the decisive session of SCUTI versus Shuichi will happen on Saturday in almost a week at 18:30 UTC, and then no more ties. We play as long as one of the players wins 17 games. Will it be 17-16? Considering what happened so far, it's not, you know, a science fiction scenario. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm really curious how it goes for these two players. 24 games of Tetris couldn't separate them. So yeah, after 3 sessions, we are going to have a regular best of 9 set. 9 games scheduled for the last session. And yeah, thanks for the thanks, SCUTI. And oh, also nice to see. Thanks to Grandpa and Grandma. That's also nice. Also nice. Yeah, good to have family supporting you. It's always nice to see. So guys, here is the situation in the semis of this event. SCUTI Shuichi 12-12 on Saturday. We will play. Yeah, maybe the 9 game of Tetris to determine the winner, and we might have you know, a result on Wednesday. Hana needs to win 5 out of 8 games, at least 5 out of 8 games to force session number 4. So Hana needs to win a session against Tugi to force a session number 4. Will it be the case? We will know the answer on Wednesday. This will be 18 UTC, guys. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Quite of a weird scenario. 4 games in a row for one of the players, then 4 games in a row for the other of the players. But I think no one is surprised that we are tied 12-12. And yeah, now it's time to check someone to rate. And we will be back on Wednesday for Tugi versus Hana. And what do we have? Do we have Classic Tetris League? Yes, we have Classic Tetris League. And I think we will go there. There is our good friend Cobra who played... No Cobra. Oh, sorry. I kind of confused, sorry. There is Anpu and Mari playing against each other. I don't know why I have this kind of hallucinations. Please forgive me, guys. But yeah, we're going to rate Classic Tetris League. Currently, Anpu and Mari are playing against each other. Mari is leading 2-1, and they will probably start the next game soon. So guys, thank you very much once again for today. See you on Wednesday and Saturday next week, and we'll probably know our finalist of this event. Have a nice one, and see you next time. Bye bye.